Pittsburgh Pirates look to pick up one on the road and in interleague play. Fun to watch, you better believe it. Francisco Liriano. If he is on, it'll be a tough day for the hitters. 2K Sports and Major League Baseball welcomes you. I'm Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Kruk. And Steve will be focusing here. Pittsburgh hitters, how about his thoughts?
Well, the scouting report against this lineup is if you execute your pitches, hit your spots, keep the ball down to the zone, you can shut them down. And with a quality left-hander like this on the mound, he shouldn't have too much difficulty.
Now we'll take a look at the Pirates lineup. Thoughts, John? Anybody stand out?
Well, not a young guy as far as age goes, but a young guy as far as Major League experience goes, and that's Garrett Jones. But what he has is the potential to hit the ball out of the ballpark. A big guy, 6'4", 245 pounds. Like I said, he can hit the ball out of the ballpark, but it's the consistency that's been hurting him.
And now Nate McLeod. And we're ready to get things started.
Right fielder, number 88.
Here's the delivery. Comes out swinging for the fences, but ends up with a strike one.
Pitchers have a plan of attack for every hitter, and the plan here is go slider early.
That one goes foul. And another foul ball. Swings and grounds this one foul wide of third. And he fouls another one off. Swing, hot shot. And we'll take a quick look at the Twins and how they'll be out there positionally on defense. John, who's a factor for them?
Well, Justin Morneau is the leader on the field for his team, and he does a lot of things that the casual fan doesn't notice. He's great at picking up bad throws. He's a complete infielder. He's not afraid to throw. Very aggressive on bunt plays. That's what you ask from your first baseman. Don't just stand there and catch the ball. Make plays happen. Morneau makes them happen.
First pitch fastball misses badly that time. 1-0. Well, he's running, taking off for second. Line towards third and foul. There he goes for second. Oh, he takes off for second. And he's in there at second base.
Gary, you know I like to watch these. This is a textbook steal. A healthy leadoff, exceptional acceleration into second base to beat the throw.
That's just a perfect play. Pitcher or catcher is not going to get that out.
Sometimes you have to gamble, and this time the gamble paid off.
There's a swing, line drive, center field, and that gets through for a base hit. And he scores.
Now batting.
He takes this 1-2 pitch down to the zone. He's able to go down and get it, get a good part of the bat on the ball, and pick up the base hit.
That's a tough pitch to hit. When you're behind in the count, you just want contact, and he got it. Their DH in the box. Offense swung on and ripped towards second, and that'll put him on another hit. He's on his way to third.
Now he's surrendered 3 straight hits. He's got to bounce back and get this guy. He needs an out.
Bing gets a turn here. Well, what types of pitches have been put in play here today? There's a quick breakdown of exactly that.
Well, guys, his changeup has gotten hit twice already.
You know, it's good to keep in mind as a pitcher, especially here early on. Just 1 run on the board here in the first. You can manage that. You just have to avoid the big inning and the crooked number, so he's got to be careful about his pitch selection.
Here's a slider for a called strike. 2-1.
Well, the backdoor breaking ball right there. They set up a way and executed the pitch perfectly.
And another one. It's contagious. Now here comes a runner for the plate. And they tag him close at home. He wanted that run. He didn't get it. In the box now, number 5 spot. One out with runners at first and second. He delivers. Swings and misses at the fastball. 0-1.
So you look at the Pirates and think, well, a 36-45 record on the road in 2011. That's not.
Smacked that one. He got it right up the middle. The second for 1 and 2. A double play. Early pressure being put on. A run over in the first. The Pirates lead 1-0.
Now batting for the Minnesota Twins.
And doing the pitching, it'll be Kevin Correa. He's going to start for Pittsburgh. Steve, focus here against Minnesota.
Well, this is the lineup that at times does struggle to score runs, but this is a pitcher, the right-hander on the mound, that they can have some success against. So it's going to be interesting to see if they're able to put the ball in play and take advantage of opportunities.
0-1 fastball and a called strike.
I don't think he's going to waste any time right now. He's just going to go right at him with that 0-2 pitch.
0-1. Oh, tough one to lay off right there, that fastball. 1-2.
Well, you see, he just missed with that fastball right there away. Let's see if they try to come back inside to try to jam him.
Jamie Carroll refusing to go after that. Takes it for a ball. Count even. And he watches the outside pitch from Sanchez for a ball.
When you throw a breaking ball like this, you want to start it on the corner and break it off the zone, trying to get the hitter to chase. The hitter didn't take the bait here.
Now batting.
Swing and a miss. That's a changeup. Down on strikes, 1 out.
Number 3.
Well, when the pitcher hits his spots and he sets you up for this pitch, it makes it very difficult. He swung right over the top of it and just couldn't make contact.
Here's a chance to show you the lineup for the Twins. Scouting pick, John. Who are we looking at today?
Well, Denard Span has all the tools in the world to be a force at the top of the batting order. A good average hitter, a high on base guy, not going to hit a lot of home runs, but to me, he's the consummate leadoff hitter. He knows his limitations, but he knows his strengths, and he uses his strengths more than anyone.
Here's the pitch. Fastball just misses. 1-0.
But to tell you how bad that Twins season was last year, they went from 90 wins in 2010 to 90 losses in 2011. And when you look at why, a big part of it, injuries.
And he throws to first in time, out number 2.
Right fielder.
To back up what Steve was saying about Twins injuries last year, when it all was said and done, of the 9 position players they had on opening day, only Michael Kadire and Danny Valencia avoided the DL, John.
Yeah, through 77 games, Ron Gardner.
Now here's a grounder towards the hole. Throws on to first in time to retire the side. And they aren't able to get anything going in this half. And Wong's in the box.
Number 9.
273, the lifetime number of Francisco Liriano. Fastball taken high. 1-0.
When you throw a two-seam fastball, you want a ground ball, which means you want to throw it to the bottom of the zone. This pitch up could come back to cost him later in the game.
Runs that one too far inside, goes to 2-0. Swung on, that is hit. The dive, he's got it. And that is not in time. He's aboard at first.
Well, this guy's got a lot of speed over there at first base, and it's not going to be surprised to see him off and running to try to steal this base.
There's a throw over. A dive, and he's back in easily. Trying to get down the bunt right there, but he missed it for a strike.
You know, as a hitter right here, you have to be aware that you might get a fastball with that 0-1 count. That's typically where he goes.
On the way. Ball. Pitch out. Nothing doing, though. Here's the delivery. And he lays it down. He'll try to beat it out. Number 94. Over to first for out number 1.
You have to be willing to do things for the team. That's what he does right there, getting a quality sack bunt down, getting a runner in scoring position, and getting praise from his teammates.
And their catcher at the plate.
Well, they catch a little bit of a break here in a jam with runners on base, but a guy who not typically is a very good hitter in this situation.
Well, there is one down here. You got a man on second base, going to give up the pass, maybe try for 2.
A hit here scores the man on second, so obviously they're going to look for the double play.
And Chen's in the box. Runners on first and second with one out. Off the plate with a fastball, and it's 1-0. And he looks at a slider that's in there, 1-1.
Well, this starts out a strike, and it ends up a strike. You got to swing the bat.
Swings at that 1-1 pitch. Fastball by him. Strike two.
That two-seam fastball away is just screaming to be hit on the ground as the hitter opens up. Awfully tough to hit with that kind of movement.
That should be a base hit. Here comes a runner for the plate. And he's in there.
Now this pitch just cuts right over the heart of the plate. The hitter handled it perfectly.
That's one of those where you've given in by making a bad pitch and really made it much easier for the hitter.
Yeah, he's better than that. Bear down.
Chance to drive in a run here for Nate McLeod. Well, they definitely got a rhythm going right now. Each player feeding off the other. Here's the first one. There's a hard comebacker right through the center. One. And there's the second out, a double play. Well, they score once on two hits, one man left. Pittsburgh by 2. It's Justin Morneau to lead it off.
Number 94.
This is pop foul to the right side, but playable. One away now.
Nice play by the catcher that time. Came out of the crouch, picked up the ball, and made the catch.
Third baseman up.
Speed is the name of the game for Ben Revere, and he hit the ground running last season after his early May call-up. 34 steals for him in that time he was up.
And we were talking about Ben Revere. You go back, he is a spark player. One of those guys who gets things going, the speed, ability to keep the ball in play going.
Yeah, in this day and age when everyone wants power, Ben Revere had 120 hits and only 15 of them weren't singles. With that speed, those are doubles and triples as far as he's concerned.
And that is down. Twins first base hit.
Well, it's a pretty good pitch to hit right here, and he gets the good part of the bat on the ball. Now he's in scoring position with just one out.
And it's Kulu batting. Sanchez gets set and delivered. First pitch, and he misses the fastball. Strike one. The pitch. That one's drilled to short. That's the second out.
This ball is absolutely scorched at the shortstop. He doesn't even have to move to get the out. And a lot riding on Alex Avila's bat right here, Gary. You can see the determination on his face. He wants to come through.
Swung on and a grounder to first. And he'll step on first to retire the side. Little offense found against Kevin Correa so far. On. It is cold. Tune in on the radio to our broadcast. Getting colder here as it gets later. Line drive left of the bag and foul. Good patience as Jose Tabata lets that one go by for a ball, and the count is even.
He tries to get this ball to come back over the plate with that two-seamer, but it's dangerous throwing it high. You want to throw it down and away, not up and away.
Two-one pitch. Fastball called strike two. And now let's take a look at a breakdown of how this guy has been mixing up his pitches so far in this one. What stands out, guys?
Look, guys, he has got to mix it up a little bit more than what he's done. So far, going just with that four-seamer, he's going to get in trouble.
You know, John, you're right, and it's odd because he hasn't relied nearly as much as he usually does on his two-seam fastball. That needs to change for him to find success.
Down on strikes there. A nice piece of pitching work. Up again their DH.
A lot of heads were turned in 2010 when Pedro Alvarez was called up by the Pirates, came in, made an immediate impact. A lot of hopes for 2011, didn't quite live up to him.
And he gets it down. He's 2 for 2 now. That will bring up Garrett Jones. And the definition of the sophomore slump, well, you look at Pedro Alvarez, 191 batting average.
He had some injuries, and when he came back, he was sent down to the minors. Tried to get him to work on.
Swing and a liner to right center. And it's through into the gap. Should be extra bases. Now Pittsburgh, here's a fantastic chance.
Fielder, number 39.
Well, this is a guy right here that was made to hit fastballs, and that's what he looks for, and that's what he got right there. Put a good swing on it. He knew what to do with it for that double.
This is one you hope doesn't come back to backfire. This walk here is going to load the bases.
See, I think it's good strategy. You've got to get the runner so you get the force out of any base and the potential for the double play opportunity.
And that will bring Casey McGehee to the plate. And he's got a shot with the bases loaded.
They can really open up this game now with a big hit.
Pitcher wants this big hit more than anyone. Fouled off. The pitch. He cannot connect on that one. And Casey McGehee swung on and it comes up empty.
Here's the slider coming right at you in K-Cam. Get a better look at that.
That was not a good-looking swing on that pitch.
Well, good at-bat starts with good swings, and bad at-bats end with bad swings. I think he'd want that last swing back if he had the choice.
And Wong's in the box. His career batting average, 400 against the Twins.
Yeah, and it doesn't really matter which pitcher they trot out there, Gary. He loves hitting off every one of them.
A run scores. That makes 2. So that's going to bring in 2.
The best laid plans of mice and men often go astray. They shifted to the left. He hit it to the left. The plan just didn't work this time.
Number 8 spot in the lineup. Steve, we've seen them continue to charge it up at the plate, and it doesn't look like they're going to be stopped.
Boy, so many quality at-bats for this offense. The pitcher has to make a pitch here and slam this door shut, or this could get away from him.
And so Francisco Lariano heads to the dugout. The crooked numbers, they're starting to add up for him. He's allowed 3 through
The plate for the Minnesota Twins.
their second. Baseman in the box now.
Number 12.
And we've got Chris Resoff on the mound. They've decided it was time to make a change here.
I'll tell you what, this is one of those decisions you can go either way. He's pitched pretty well to this point, but it is getting late. And do you want to take any chances? The manager decides to go to the pen.
Strike 2, Alexei Casilla. He'll now be very tightly watching that strike zone.
That's a huge swing right there. He was looking for a fastball, but just couldn't quite catch up to it. Great pitch.
Good slider that time. Ruled the ball. 1-2.
Now the hitter didn't take the bait. That's a great pitch. That breaking ball down and away, trying to get the hitter to chase. You have to give him credit. He didn't go out of the zone for it.
And he leaves that one alone. Alexei Casilla showing patience on the pitch. Count even. He deals. Swung on, hit in the air to right center. And in there, at least for a single as it gets down. And he'll stop at second base, and it will be a double.
Well, a great leadoff double right there. No outs in the inning. Now, let's see if they can bring him across.
And Wong's in the box. Swing and a miss on that curveball. It's 0-1.
Well, that's just an unhittable pitch. That's the blueprint of where you want to throw this pitch. Down and away to the hitter. Gets him to swing.
Takes a swing at that curveball. He's behind now, 0-2.
I wouldn't be surprised if they go with a fastball right here. The numbers indicate he struggles with 2 strikes on that heater.
Swings and grounds this one to the right side. Foul. Big swing. Misses on the changeup. Struck him out, went away.
K-Cam registers 87 miles per hour with very little break. He pulled the string right there. Must have been looking for the fastball. Swings right through the changeup for strike 3.
And it rolls around to the top again. Struck out swinging last time. Swings at that first delivery. Curveball by him, 0-1.
Boy, he throws that curveball with such great bite to it. It just breaks it like it's falling right off the table, Gary.
Here's the pitch. This one's grounded foul wide at first. And when that curveball's such a good pitch, it forces hitters to have to come to the plate looking for it.
Well, and listen, it's so good that even if you look for it, it's tough to hit.
Throws to first. He's retired. That's 2 down.
Center fielder.
Well, he gets the man over to third base, but with 2 outs now, it doesn't help much, but at least 90 feet closer to scoring.
Now with 2 outs in the inning, here's Denard Span. That's a foul ball. And with 2 strikes on him, Denard Span, he's going to have to shorten the swing.
He likes to try to make contact 0-2 and not get struck out, so that means you can't throw anything too close to the plate right here.
You're out. Swung on and missed, and this game's history.
A tough loss here for this crowd today, but boy, do they see some kind of pitching performance from the visiting team.
And now, what you say we present an award to our player of the game? No question, Clint Barmas. He was the difference maker in this ball game.
You know, sometimes you work so hard to get through the middle of the order that when the bottom of the order comes up, you kind of ease up a little bit, and that's what happened in this game.
And you don't often get the bats going on the road quite like this. Pretty good offensive attack.
Well, when you're on the road, to have this kind of offense, it takes the hometown crowd out of the game and really helps your chances.
Now that time again, thanks for being with us today, Major League Baseball. For Steve Phillips, John Krug, and the rest of our great 2K Sports crew, I'm Gary Thorne. Thanks, everybody.